Ari. I spent yesterday without any plans, schedules, or things to do. It was so nice to eat and sleep on repeat, but at the same time, I was so bored. I don't know what it is that I want. I do want rest, but why am I so bored when I rest? Is that part of rest? Welcome to Heart Attack. I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. We'll be back after 환절기 by And Flying.
아침부터 기침이 나네. 내 기분은 좀 나아지려나. 다를 것 없는 오늘 하루야. 딱 한 가지 내 옆에 네가 없단 말이야. 건조한 이 공기가 내 맘과 같아. 부서기가 갈라져 버렸다. 바스락거리는 맘 가루가 됐다. 나네. 초조한 맘에 아프려 하네. 샀던 맘을 비우고 채워 맘대로 모든 걸 안 된 뜻대로 차라리 날려보내려 해요. 건조한 이 방향도 내 맘과 같아. 부서기가 갈라져 버렸다. 버렸다. 달리다 날 데려가 줄래. 계절이 가면 새 사랑을 내게 주세요.
That was 환절기 by And Flying. You guys are listening to Heart Attack, and I'm your DJ, Pretty Little Iris. Bonsoir. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our show. Welcome to a Thursday show. It is a little over 2:04 p.m. in Korea, June 4th, 2026. I hope you guys are having a good day wherever you guys are, whatever time it is. So, what's up? What should we talk about? I'm back. I'm here. On Tuesday, I actually went home kind of late. After the show, we ate together. So, Heart Attack team ate together, and I ended up going home a little late. I was exhausted, but I was glad that I got the next day off. Next day, I woke up at around, I actually didn't sleep in. I woke up at 11:30, 12:30, in between that time. So I didn't sleep in, and the first thing I did after waking up was going to vote. So I went and voted. I actually was blessed because there wasn't a line when I went. Maybe it was because it was lunchtime and everybody wanted to eat, unlike Iris that just woke up. So I went and I voted. And then I came home and I had some food, and then I slept. And then I woke up, I had some food, and then I slept. And then I What else? I read. I didn't do a lot, so it was a good restful day. And then it's today. What did I do today? Nothing much. I just recorded for the weekend show. I am still on a social media detox. I still haven't been on socials. What else? So when I say I'm not on socials, I just mean I'm not doom scrolling. I may have to use it sometimes to message people or things like that, but I'm not like on it. What else did I do? I was watching videos about this cult leader because the book that I'm currently reading is a book about cults. So it's not a novel. Ugh, I don't know what it's called in English. I know that it's just I actually found it. It's called Cults. So it's a Korean translated book. I've just been reading so much in English recently that I wanted to get back into reading in Korean. And this was a book that I started some years ago. I just never finished. So I got back into it. And I wanted to read something more lighter. That's why I started reading this, because it's not like a novel and it's not like too horror-y. So it's called Cults: Inside the World's Most Notorious Groups and Understanding the People Who Joined Them. And it's basically about like 7, 8, I don't know how many, but like 8-ish different cults around the world. And it's just explaining the cult leaders and how they grew up and what they've done and the manipulation, blah, 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 blah. It's like a nice book to read just lightly, because actually I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's not light for a lot of people. But I have been reading it, and so I have been kind of watching videos and online stuff related to that. Some people are just, some people are just, But yeah, that's what I'm reading. I have a little bit left, and it was kind of interesting to read more about the cults that I already knew about and about the cults that I haven't heard about before. So that is what I was doing. So that was what I was reading. I also watched a long video about, what was it about? Oh, it was about the 10 most traumatizing horror books. And I read some from that list, but some I could not get from Korea, so I have them all listed in my notes just in case I go abroad anytime in the future. What else? I think that's it. What else am I doing? I think that's it. I didn't really do anything special. Oh, musicals. I got tickets for another musical. I am still contemplating if I should go or not. It's the musical for Dracula, and the tickets opened today, so I got tickets, but I'm kind of considering if I should go or not. What are your opinions? Should I go? Because the only ticket I could get was on the second floor, and it's the last row on the second floor, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth it. But let us know. Let us? Oh yeah, us. Because clearly I'm not the only person in this room. Not including Bundy. What did you guys do? I hope you guys had a nice day yesterday. We'll be back after 뭔가 잘못됐어 by 권진아.
땅은 하늘이 되고 지구가 달을 돌고 옳은 건 다 틀린 게 되고 모든 게 다 제멋대로 움직이고 있어 시간은 끝없이 영원해지기도 눈 깜짝할 사이에 사라지기도 해 네가 나타났을 때 전부 뒤바뀐 거야 뭔가 잘못됐어 단단히 설명 너를 처음 본 그 순간 네가 내 이름 불러줄 때 믿어왔던 모든 게 무너진 거야. 내가 왜 이런지 모르겠어. 네가 말하는 세상 이젠 그게 맞는 거야. 내겐 그게 전부야. 넌 내 세상이니까 어떤 이유도 필요 없는 거야. 너는 날 뒤흔들고 내 우주를 조종해. 흐트러진 중력에 힘을 빼앗긴 채 어디로 가야 할지 길을 잃은 것만 같아. 뭔가 잘못됐어 단단히 설명할 수도 없이 모든 게 달라진 거야. 너를 처음 본 그 순간 네가 내 이름 불러줄 때 믿어왔던 모든 게 무너진 거야. 내가 왜 이런지 모르겠어. 눈앞이 아득해져 어긋나는 초점 사이로 선명히 다가오는 너. 뭔가 잘못됐어. 내 마음이 벗어날 수도 없이 사랑에 빠져버렸어. 네가 내게 온 그 순간부터 난 너에게 달렸어. 이제부터 모든 게 달라질 거야. 난 네 사람이니까. 넌 내 세상이니까.
Arirang.
Radio.
Shall we talk about what we do today? Yes, we shall. This is Heart Attack. My name is Iris, and I am the DJ of Heart Attack. No one else. Make sure you list that down. Make sure you tattoo that in your brain. I wonder if anybody's tried to so we have Heart News in our first hour, where I read you guys news articles on what's happening in the arts and culture world in Korea. So we update you guys on news so that you can go out somewhere and be like, hey, did you know? So-and-so did so-and-so. So that you can act like you're all smarty pants and all cultured. We have Heart News ready for you. And then we have Heart of the Day. We ask you guys a question on our Instagram, which is heartattack_Arirang. And you can check out our story uploads, which is where the Q&A is uploaded. And the story uploads usually are uploaded around 4 p.m. or right after our show is over. And we have this segment from Monday to Friday. Today's question was, what is something you overcame? Nothing is impossible except for the things that are impossible. What is something that you overcame? Let us know. You still have time to answer if you haven't yet. You can also send us messages, and you can do so through our send message board on our radio web page. Find Heart Attack, click on send message, or you can email it directly to heartattack@gmail.com. Both of our Instagram and email usernames are up on our visual radio screen. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Pretty little Iris, something's wrong with pretty little Iris on the screen. pretty little pidi님, something's wrong with the screen. I just saw it. Thank you. Okay. In hour 2, we have Travel Diaries, and Professor Cynthia will be joining us. We're going to be talking about Korean media interpretations of the theme that we choose. So we're going to be talking about some movies, and we're also going to be talking about what was happening in Korea yesterday and today. If you want to tell us what you think about Arirang Radio, just go to our Arirang Radio website or mobile app. There's a pop-up that will guide you to our listener survey. Let's go listen to a song and I'll be back with Heart News. This is 하루의 끝 by 이석훈.
지친 하루의 끝 크게 숨을 내쉬어본다 어제와 다를 게 없는 공허한 이상한 기분들이 나를 깨워 오며 슬퍼하지 마요 눈물 흘리지 마요 그저 지나갈 오늘 하루이죠 버릴지라도 잊혀지지 않는 건 그대 하루의 끝 그곳에 있단 건 붉어진 눈은 고여있던 작은 서러움 아득한 꿈들이 나를 감싸네 주저하지 마요 저 문은 달인걸요 오늘은 빛이 되어 떠오르죠 무너져 버릴지라도 잊혀지지 않는 건 그대 하루의 끝 그곳에 하루의 끝 그곳에 있단 걸
June 4th, Thursday. Here's today's cultural life news of Korea. This is Heart News. It would be be a good idea to carry a small umbrella today. Rain and showers are expected across much of the country, with up to 60 millimeters of rain falling on Jeju through the afternoon. Elsewhere, sudden showers of 5 to more than 80 millimeters may develop from morning through the evening, accompanied by strong winds, thunder, lightning, and even hail. Temperatures will be lower than yesterday, bringing relief from the recent heat. Seoul and Gwangju are expected to reach around 28 degrees Celsius this afternoon. More light rain is possible tomorrow morning in central and southwestern regions. Mamamoo is making a new start with the full group comeback. The group will release its special singer Forward at 6 p.m. today, marking its first full group release in nearly 3 years and 8 months since Mic On in 2022. The title track, Four Flowers, compares the members to flowers connected by the same roots, delivering a message about relationships and values that remain unchanged over time. Following the release, Mamamoo will kick off a New World tour with concerts in Seoul from June 19th to 21st before heading to cities across Asia and the Americas. Rise has revealed a highlight preview of their new album track Overdrive through its social media channels. The accompanying video shows the members spending time in a record shop as they gather musical inspiration. Overdrive is an R&B hip-hop track built around a heavy bass line and dynamic beat changes, showcasing both powerful and delicate vocals. The lyric compare breaking through self-imposed limits to the rush of speeding forward at full momentum. Rise's second mini-album, The Second, will be released on June 15th. This has been Korea's Heart News of the Day. We'll be back after 2 songs. 하나, 둘, 셋, Oi by Mamamoo and Fly Up by Rise.
하나 둘셋 어이 다 모여 여기 마무하고 가기 꽉 잡아줘 거기 하나 둘셋 어이 얘들 좀 봐 그냥 별일 아니야 툭툭 털어내 어서 빨리 오늘이 바로 가장 젊은 날인데 자꾸 그럴래 어깨 들썩거리게 하나 둘셋 여기 서둘둘셋 오늘 밤 여기부터 마마무 두 손을 머리 위로 마마무 아무 생각 말고 들어봐 I say 딸기는 맛있어 고양인 귀여워 엉뚱한 맘마 번 하나 놔둬 보자 어디 보자 애들은 가라구구 몸 노는 사람 누구 제껴버려 다 음악은 힙합 저기 go 같이 놀아줘 쭉 그래 잘한다 걱정은 너도 지갑에 두둑히 말썽쟁이들아 해도 도둑질 걱정제들 주고 써 올려 통장에는 넘쳐 흘러 영원히 1, 2, 3, and 4 여긴 어때 별점 리뷰 마시는 게 너무너무 많으니까 거기 걱정 마 계산은 내가 해
멋지게 사는 건지 의심이 돼넌 날이면 나를 찾아 나를 세자
하나 둘셋 여기 서둘둘셋 우리끼리 아세 마마무 쳐다만 보지 말고 마마무 두 손을 머리 위로 아무 생각 말고 들어봐 빛
Knock knock, what's in your heart today? A question a day to keep your mind awake. This is Heart of the Day.
I want to stay.
We ask you guys a question on our Instagram, which is heartattack_Arirang. Check out our story uploads, which is where we upload our Q&As. Today we asked you, what is something you overcame? And as usual, I will start off with my answer. Something that I overcame? How minor are we talking and how big are we talking about? How minor? How big? Minor things? Oh, so many things I overcome. Like minor missions. But major things? I'll be honest, I don't really overcome things because I do run away and I don't really do things that I don't want to do. So, I do things that I don't want to do because I don't want to do a lot of things. But you know, the things that are actually considered scary for me, I don't really do, if that makes sense for you. For instance, I would overcome my irritation of meeting somebody and I would meet somebody, like small minor things like that. But if we're talking like overcoming things, I'm not really the one. Are there things I want to overcome though? I think the things that I consider bother me, I also feel like they complete me. So I feel like it isn't really healthy, but I am afraid of overcoming everything and having no problems, because then how am I gonna whine? Yeah. What kind of excuse am I gonna make? It kind of feels safe to have a few excuses in your mind. Like, I can't do this. I don't like this. This is painful. This is stressful. But what if I overcome everything and nothing is stressing me out? Will I actually be fully happy, or will I be looking for new things that stress me out? Things like that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bahar says, I overcame a burnout. Bahar also says that one was not small. Meeting people is so hard. True. Meeting people isn't easy, but it's also things you have to do, or I at least have to do. So Tiggershiro says, you overcame the person you were 5 years ago. For better or worse isn't for me to say. I think there are things that I've lost from myself from years ago, and there are things that I've earned. I'd like to say that I've earned more than I've lost, but I am also aware that the things I've earned were because I've lost. Did that make sense? For instance, there are things I wish I had that 13-year-old Iris had when she first started working in the industry, but there are also things that 13-year-old Iris did not have that I have right now that I should have had when I was 13 that I couldn't have had because I was 13. So yeah, overcoming is a strange word to look at today because it could be good, but it could also have consequences. Yeah. I actually can't think of something that I overcame. I actually quite cannot. Let's see what you guys are saying. Benny says maybe the struggles of finding a place. Okay, we like minor overcoming stories like this as well. Next is Tigger social anxiety. I used to fear talking to others, rejection. I used singing as a form of self-therapy. Ooh, interesting. I think for me, I don't like rejection either. It's also, who likes rejection, right? Who likes rejection? But for me, I don't like rejection, which is why I think I don't make situations where I could get rejected. And that is probably why I keep to myself most of the time. And I think that's why most people think, oh, Iris is gonna say no anyway. So yeah. Steve says public speaking in front of small and medium groups. Oof. I Wait, I could go on and on with today's heart of the day. I shouldn't though. Steven says, fear of being disliked for loving my life wholeheartedly. More Than Suffering says, not thinking of Iris every day. Wait, you overcame not thinking of Iris every day? Wait, I have to... What does that mean? So you overcame not thinking of it, so that means you think of me every day? Does that... Does that... Kevin says 2 years of COVID-19 pandemic. Oh. Oh. Hewon says, I have a fear of heights, but I actually went bungee jumping. I mean, I see her every day here, right? I see her and I know she's here from 9 to 6, but how is she going swimming and how is she going bungee jumping and how is she going diving and how is she playing tennis and how is she meeting friends and how is she going out to drink? How is she doing this while me, I come here for 2 hours a day and I can't do anything else? Like, her side quests are actually insane. Like, she's doing these side quests that are like, yeah. Dracula says, nothing unfortunately, but I will keep working towards overcoming my issues, work in progress. Well, Dracula, think of what I said. Maybe we don't have to overcome things, because if we overcome things, maybe there's just more things to overcome. Sua says, fear and worries. Of what? AJN says, had 3 major things to sort out, 2 down, 1 to go. You got this, AJN. You got this. Never mind, that's not the last. Crash Override says, my fear of the idea of having kids in the future. Oh, I wonder what helped you go over this fear. I wonder. Will I ever have kids? I cannot imagine me having kids, but it's not like I'm never gonna have kids ever. I just have no thoughts in this concept of kids. I'm not really a baby lover. I'm not like I love kids so much kind of person. But it's not like I know for sure I won't have them. I just have no thoughts. I can't even imagine me beside a kid. Have you guys seen me stand beside a kid before? I don't think so. Oh my gosh, story time. I once accidentally scared a baby or toddler. What do you call them? Here's the thing. I say accidentally because I didn't do anything, but I accidentally scared this baby or toddler or kid. They were about maybe this big. I don't know how old they were, but maybe this big. Well, they could talk, so I maybe like 4 or 5. I accidentally scared them, and so this baby and their family left the cafe. So maybe it's a smart idea to not have kids or not go near kids. I swear I did nothing. But my friends that were there in that moment still to this day talk about it and make fun of me. And they always say they feel so bad for that kid. Irina says, I'm still working on it, but I'm becoming more confident in myself. Oof. As you should. This is the kind of things that we should work on. Other things that are minor, we could just pretend like it's helping us live, like it's giving us main character energy, you know. Bahar says, but kids like pretty people. I think that's why the kid tried to talk to me, but I didn't really understand what the kid was doing. So I say I looked at the kid, but my friends say you weren't just looking. You were looking with your, like you were looking, but you have that face when you look. So the baby started talking, and this baby was like, 안녕하세요, hello. And I was just there, I was staring. And then they were like, 안녕. And then they left. Yeah. Okay, we'll be back after 2 songs. Or not 1 song. This is 별이 되어 by 공기남.
마음속에 깊은 영혼 길을 잃은 나의 깊은 밤 누가 나의 손을 잡아줄까 혼자인 게 익숙지 않아 아무것도 할 수가 없어 외로움이 나를 뒤덮을 때 그댄 별이 되어 어둠 속을 비춰서 참 따스하게 날 비춰 그댄 별이 되어 내 전부를 안았어 떨어져가는 나를 붙잡았어 별이 되어 내 맘속에 스며들어가 별이 되어 잃어버린 날개를 달아줬어 별이 되어 어제와 다른 오늘을 살고 빛을 따라 난 이 길을 걸어간다 스쳐가는 마음속에 텅 빈 방의 쓸쓸한 공기 누가 나의 손을 잡아줄까 애써 웃음을 지어봐도 가슴에 눈물만 흐르고 그리움이 나를 뒤덮을 때 그댄 별이 되어 어둠 속을 비춰서 참 따스하게 날 비춰 그댄 별이 되어 내 전부를 안았어 떨어져가는 나를 붙잡았어 별이 되어 내 맘속에 스며들어가 잃어버린 날개를 달아줬어 별이 되어 어제와 다른 오늘을 살고 빛을 따라 난 이 길을 걸어간다 다른 오늘을 살고 빛을 따라 난 이 길을 걸어간다
Time to read your messages. The first message is from Stephen. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then there are 4 cat emojis. I see 4 cats. Will you be the 5th cat? Pretty please, mayhaps I request the song Flower Gazing by Pretty Little Iris. Love, Stephen R. Interesting song choice because there are no flowers right. Wait, are there? Never mind, I lied. I just read about rose flower festivals, so there are flowers. So never mind. SB says, hi Iris, how has your week been so far? It's been kinda chaotic. Not too bad. Mine has been pretty good. I went shopping and got a cute Eeyore mug and a Nightmare Before Christmas clock. I also bought a lot of bulk albums. I am officially past 350, about 353 total now. We have a picture to show you guys from SB. I wonder if it's going to be Nightmare Before Christmas or Eeyore or Bug. Bug? Why did I say bug? Oh, mug. but I meant to say albums. So if we can get the picture of SB up on the screen in a bit, then we'll be sharing it. I feel like it's gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas. Yep, I am correct. We have the clock. How romantic. Look how slim and sexy Jack is in that silhouette. Aww. Oh, we have more pictures. Oh my gosh. Are you the album seller? Why do you have so many albums? Are you the seller themselves? Oh, also the mug. Nobody cares. You know, I have a song that I made a long time ago, and it talks about how nobody cares about you. You know, it's kind of sad if you listen to it like that, but like realistically, and then I talk about how nobody cares except for your mom. And okay, if I say it like this, it's kind of annoying and irritating, but it's actually a not bad song, and it's kind of like, it kind of reminded me. Okay. Question of the day, Iris. Is there an album or book that you can't find that you want? Mine is probably a signed 50/50 album. Can I request Like a Bubble by 50/50? Have a great day. I think I told this story before, but there was an album that I wanted that I couldn't get. I said the story, right? It was a Walrus album, but I found it and I was really lucky. I said this story, right? Yeah, I did. So I had two albums that I wanted that I got. That was almost impossible because they don't sell it anymore and nobody really like sells it secondhand. So that happened. There are books that I really want that I can't really get my hands on in Korea. So yeah, like, you know, horror books from a long time ago that are not translated in Korea, they don't really sell it in Korea and I can't find it on websites. So things like that. But I'm not really somebody that's always like, I want to blah 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 blah, like I need to get this. Like if I am destined to read it, someday I will find it. You know, I'm just kind of like that. What else? What else? There is a book I would like to own a first edition copy of, but also I'm just kind of like, if it comes to me, it'll come to me. So yeah. Next is Tigger saying, Hey Iris, how are you? Kamsa. My wife has left to a convention event. She'll be back on Sunday, which leaves me to my own devices again. I wish I could say that I'll be getting into mischief, but whether she's home or not, I am pretty sure it will be the same old routine for me, with the exception of cooking for myself. Could I request I Don't Know by Fiestar, please? Have a great day. Ooh, what are you planning to cook for yourself? What are you planning to cook for yourself? What is it that is on your mind? Hot pot? Reminds me, it's been so long since I had hot pot, and I am very, very, very sad. I am very, very, very sad. Just reminded me. Why is this happening to me? I don't know. Okay, I have like a minute left to talk, so maybe we can go back to reading your comments in the live chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bahar says, I met a Korean couple with their grandson yesterday in the bus. They were lost and totally panicking together in Korean, so I went and helped them. Never been so proud of speaking broken Korean. It made me happy. Their grandson was so cute. I aspire to do this to Mandarin speakers in Korea, except my Mandarin is not even broken. They're probably going to be like, why are you even offering to help if you can't speak Mandarin type of level? So I can't. So I wish I could do this in the future. Geek Diggy says that poor kid didn't know Iris doesn't do anything past acquaintanceship. Yesterday I was really bored, so I bothered my mom, and my mom looked at me straight in the eye and asked, do you not have friends? It's your day off. Do you not have a boyfriend or a friend to just go out on this nice day, to go to a cafe, or just go on a drive? So I said, I don't need no friends. You're alive. That's for when you're... Okay, yeah. Let's see. Leah says, I got BTS tickets. Whoa, congratulations. Congrats. In your country, or are you traveling for them? Interesting. I also got tickets today, but in Korea, there's this thing where you can buy it, but you pay later. So I haven't paid yet, and I am contemplating if I should go to that seat or if I should try to get canceled tickets later for a better seat, because I did get the last row of seat, the second floor. But it's Dracula, so maybe I should watch it, you know. I am also considering if I should watch the Beethoven musical. So that's on my mind. What other musical? Oh, I got another musical ticket for Dear Evan Hansen. And so I'm excited for that. I already decided to go to that one, and I'm happy with my seat for that one. So we'll update you guys. I'm also watching a musical tomorrow, so I'll tell you guys how it was like next week. Thank you for your messages. Kaladat says, do you have a boyfriend, Pretty? This question is so interesting because number one, is it not obvious the answer? And number two, do you consider me as somebody that would answer honestly to this question? Yeah, I don't. We'll be back after Flower Gazing by Pretty Little Iris and Like a Bubble by 50/50.
꽃이 날 혹시나도 들을 수 있을까 하는 마음에 물어보네요. 오늘 나랑 꼭 구경 갈래요. 바람도 살랑살랑 불어요. 혹시 모르죠 내가 또 그대가 바람결에 맡긴 그 말이 불어올지. 예쁘게만 보이고 싶은 내 맘을 그대는 알고 있나요? 나만 이런 건 아니겠죠. 떨리는 맘 숨기고 물어요. 오늘 나랑 같이 꼭 구경 갈래요. 빤히 쳐다보는데 이유는 필요하지 않길 당연하듯 너에게 잘 잤냐고 묻는 사이가 내가 되도록 피어있는 꽃을 보고 마지막에 뱉은 그대 목소리에 그 말 그댈 좋아하는 날씨가 오늘이라면 나도 좋아요. 오늘 나랑 꼭 구경 갈래요. 바람도 살랑살랑 불어요. 혹시 모르죠 내가 또 그대가 바람결에 맡긴 그 말이 불어올지. 예쁘게만 보이고 싶은 내 맘을 그대는 알고 있나요? 나만 이런 건 아니겠죠. 떨리는 맘 숨기고 물어요. 오늘 나랑 같이 빗물에 떠내려가 꽃은 없어도 괜찮아요. 그대 여기 있다면 볼 것 없는 길도 내겐 너무 예뻐 보이겠죠. 그러니 오늘 나랑 같이 내게도 예쁘다고 해줘요. 그대 눈엔 나만 보인다고. 우리도 손 맞잡고 남들 하는 것처럼 꽃길을 한번 걸어보자고. 예쁘게만 보이고 싶은 내 맘을 그대는 알고 있나요? 나만 이런 건 아니겠죠. 떨리는 맘 숨기고 물으면 그땐 대답해줘요. 예쁘다는 그 말로. Rise on the breeze, 흘러가 in the sky. Gliding up high, bubble, bubble. Kiss to the air, 번져와 상쾌한. Floating so high, bubble, hot bubble, like a bubble. Travel, travel, not the right. I'm at the zone, never stop. Floating like a bubble. it up, let it fly. Rise on the breeze, 흘러가 in the sky. Gliding up high, bubble, bubble. A kiss to the air, 감정과 상쾌함. Floating so high, bubble, hot bubble, like a bubble. Travel, 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 헤매도 좋아, never stop. Floating like a bubble. Trouble, trouble, I don't mind. I feel a bubble, let it drop, drop.
Tattooed your flesh, maybe I'm a glitch. Flows through the noise, 완벽해, I don't blink.
Real big wavy when I walk, when I bounce. I'm selfish but I glow, I'm a bubble. 몰라 험이 checkmate, 잡으면 반칙. No more feels, let it begin. One more hole. Then gone again, just like that. Mommy, mommy, light and dreamy, trippy, trippy. Doesn't need you, dizzy, dizzy, feeling breezy. I feel that vibe, the pop. Pop it up, let it fly. Rise on the breeze, 흘러가 in the sky. Gliding up high, bubble, bubble. A kiss to the air, 번져와 상쾌함. Floating so high, bubble, hot bubble, like a bubble. Travel, travel, bubble, bubble. 헤매도 좋아, never stop. Floating like a bubble. Trouble, trouble, I don't mind. I feel the bubble, let it drop, drop. Sleepless, 뒤엉킨 나 도와줘. Don't mind, 그냥 이대로 go. Oh, 끝없이 난 아직 기다렸냐. 이 무더위 floating on. Got the flow, let it fly. Rise in the breeze, 흘러가 in the sky. Lighting up high, bubble, bubble. 나만의 way, 내가 만드는 vibe. Floating so high, bubble, hot, hot, like a bubble. Trouble, trouble, on the right. 헤매도 좋아, never stop. Floating like a bubble. Trouble, trouble, I don't mind. 운동만 보나 let it flow, flow like a bubble. 그냥 이대로만 나, 더 재밌으면 됐잖아. Calling me a bubble. Trouble, trouble, I don't mind. I feel a bubble, let it drop, drop.
Download the Arirang Radio application.
Type in
ARIRANG.
Arirang Radio on your app store.
Download it and listen to
Arirang Radio.
88.7 in Jeju City.
88.1 in Seogwipo City.
101.9 in the Daejeong area.
Tune in, Arirang Radio.
It's time for hour 2. I'll be back with Professor Cynthia on Travel Diaries after Roy Kim on the track with It'll Be Alright, 괜찮을 거야.
아무리 소리쳐봐도 괜한 것에 기대봐도 집에 돌아오는 길에 남아있는 건 외로움뿐이지만 가까워 보였던 꿈도 멀어져 갔던 사랑도 흘러가는 시간 속엔 점점 다 흐려져 갈 테지만 나보다 더 힘든 사람이 많을 거라며 자신을 위로해야 하는 이 세상에서 난 그래도 누군가 갑작스레 당신의 안부를 물어왔을 때 망설임 없이 너는 행복하다 말할 수 있게 내가 노래해줄게 괜찮을 거야 괜찮을 거야 괜찮을 거야 솔직해지고 싶은데 불안해야만 한다면 내가 걸어가고 있는 이 길이 정말 옳은 길인 걸까 사랑을 주지 못한 당신의
Arirang Radio.
Sing, 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 tiny tunes. Do you remember playing with sand as a child? You press your hand deep into the sand, pat the top again and again, and then gently pull your hand away. See? What's left behind is a little hollow shape. People said it looked like the back of a toad, which is why it came to be called 두꺼비집, toad house in Korean. Today, we'll introduce a traditional children's song